Hey everyone, Rich Jones, pastor here at Aldersgate, Abilene. This is your More to the Story. This last Sunday we were looking at the story out of Matthew 14 of Jesus in the middle of the night walking across the water through the storm on the Sea of Galilee out to the disciples who were in a boat. In the boat they were afraid. They were afraid because of the storm and the wind and the waves, and they were afraid because they saw somebody walking on the water to them. Initially, they don't recognize him as Jesus. They think it's a ghost or something. Then as he gets closer, they recognize. They see his face. But they're still wondering, is this real? Are we imagining it? And Peter cries out to him and says, Lord, if you will, call to me and I will come to you on the water. Let me walk on the water too. And Jesus says, come. And Peter gets out of the boat. He takes a step and 2 steps and 3 steps. We're not sure how many. I can imagine he's excited. He's probably over the moon a little bit that he's actually out there walking on the water. And as long as he keeps his eyes on Jesus, he's walking on the water through the wind and the waves and the storm to Jesus. And then he's distracted and he takes his eyes off of Jesus, and his eyes now look at the water and the storm and the wind and all that's going on, and he begins to sink and he cries out, Lord, save me. And Jesus instantly reaches out and grabs it by the hand and pulls him up. And as they climb into the boat, Jesus says, you have so little faith. Why did you doubt? I think Peter gets a bad rap here sometimes. I don't think Jesus is chastising him. I think there's at least a possibility that at least Peter got out of the boat, but maybe Jesus is only kind of looking at Peter, and he's looking at the 11 others who didn't get out of the boat. The ones who stayed behind, who didn't even risk a single step. Only Peter got out of the boat. Other than Jesus, Peter's the only one we know of who's ever walked on water. There's an old book called If You Want to Walk on Water, You Got to Get Out of the Boat. It's kind of that simple. There's a lot coming for us in life. There's our own storms and waves and wind and all this stuff that can distract and unsettle and bring fear. So much crazy going on in our culture. And I think the message here is simple. Lock our eyes on Jesus. Step out of the boat. And then no matter what life is throwing at us, as long as we have our eyes fixed on Jesus and we're moving towards him, each step towards Jesus, that's our call. And then when we do get in trouble, we can always look out and shout, Lord, save me! Knowing that he's going to reach his hand down and lift us into his presence. There's a lot to chew on there. Think about where God might be calling you to get out of the comfort of your boat and into the storms with him. Chew on that, and I'll see you next Sunday. That's your More to the Story.